Ooh, welcome back to the Omnibuds Cafe, where we talk all things collected edition comic books. Today, I want to talk to you about a book I just read, The Fade Out by Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips. Arguably one of the greatest comic book teams around, and Ed Brubaker is one of my favorite writers of all time. So grab your cup of coffee and let's check out this book. All right, here we have it, The Fade Out by Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips. I picked this one up recently. I've been on the hunt for some of his oversized hardcovers from Image, but a lot of the ones that I don't have are super hard to find, super out of print. So I finally just decided I'll get the trade paperback and upgrade when I can. This is a pretty thick book, really cool. So let's dig into this and have a look. So what is this thing all about? So here's your cast of characters, huge cast of characters. And Ed Brubaker is so good at kind of weaving people in and out of the story. Well, how does this start? We wake up with this character, Charlie Parrish. Charlie Parrish is a World War II vet, recently home. He's also a screenwriter in Hollywood. Now, the thing about Charlie Parrish is that he's got some pretty serious PTSD and a pretty serious drinking problem. So since returning from the war, Charlie Parrish has not been able to write. And in the 1940s, where this story takes place, in Hollywood, there was a Hollywood blacklist. And what that meant was writers, directors, actors were blacklisted because they were thought to be part of the Communist Party or they had sympathies with the Communist Party. So his best friend, Gil, who is on this blacklist, is actually doing all of the writing for Charlie Parrish. Charlie feels guilty that Gil's been put on this blacklist and shares his income with him. But to start off, Charlie wakes up after a night of Hollywood drinking and partying, and the leading lady for the movie he's working on has been murdered. And he doesn't know how and why did it happen in his apartment. So as we go on, we'll kind of learn a little bit more about these characters, the movie that they're shooting, and just the studio's reaction to this, right? So the studio does not want this to go public. They want to kind of cover this up because their leading lady being murdered while filming a movie is not going to be good in the press. So they bring in a second leading lady who looks very similar, and she replaces him. We get this gentleman's name, who is, man, I forget because there's so many characters. Phil Brodsky. He's the head of studio security, and he's a little shady, but he's investigating this murder, not as a police officer, but as just the head of security for the studio. And he's asking a lot of questions, making Gil very nervous. But this story is just really cool. Ed Brubaker does a great job at kind of sucking you into this world and this story that he wants to tell. So we're in 1947, 48 Hollywood, and it just feels very real. These characters feel very real. We learn about the studio cover-up, corrupt studio heads, producers, the German director who's directing this movie, and a lot of political paranoia. So I'm not a World War II expert in the least, but I know of the Hollywood blacklist and just a really cool concept to bring into this story. So without giving away too much of this story, I think you should absolutely go read this. As you can see from the art, this is just classic Sean Phillips artwork. It's beautiful. It fits so well with the noirish crime story that Ed Brubaker is telling. But does Charlie Parrish make it out of this alive? You'll have to pick it up to find out. So, final thoughts on The Fade Out by Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips. I thoroughly enjoyed this book. I had such a great time. Ed Brubaker is a master at creating a world and kind of sucking you into it, making it feel real, making it feel lived in. And Sean Phillips' art just complements Brubaker so well, and I think that's why they've had so much success with each other. Now, having said that, of all the Brubaker books I've read, this one's my least favorite. But I think that says a lot about Ed Brubaker himself because I still absolutely enjoyed this book. I just felt like this one was, it took a little while to get going. And maybe it was the mood I was in, but it didn't suck me in right away. It took me till about one third of the way through the book until I was really bought in on this world. But like I said, still really enjoyed it. And being my least favorite Brubaker book in a list of Brubaker books that I thoroughly enjoyed and loved, says a lot about this team. I think what really interested me about this book is the cast of characters, which is huge, and it's right up front here. There's just so many characters. You've got Charlie Parrish, your main character, Earl Rath, the leading man, a bunch of leading ladies, Gil and his awesome wife, Dottie Quinn, who's absolutely a fantastic character. Just so many awesome characters, studio heads that are absolute pieces of shit. This book had everything that you'd expect from a Brubaker book and everything you'd want from a good crime story. It had murder, it had sex, it had backstabbing, it had twists and turns, and I think everyone should go read it. So let me know down in the comments what you thought about The Fade Out, and is it also your least favorite Ed Brubaker book? See you later.
If you're looking for great deals on collected edition comics or manga, we recommend shopping at panelboundcomics.com. They offer free shipping on orders over $30, plus bundled discounts to help you save even more. And if you're shopping from Europe or the UK, comicsbugle.com offers free EU shipping and a rewards program for regular buyers. Don't forget to use our discount codes at checkout.